Hello and welcome to the NHL Best Bets. Yesterday was, let's say, continuation of the surprises that Montreal provided for everybody. They beat Las Vegas or Vegas Golden Knights in sixth game in the series, took 4-2 win in this series and went to the Stanley Cup final. We have been a bit not so well saying about the Montreal performance and opportunities throughout the season, and it hasn't looked very good. But now they are in Stanley Cup final. They have a chance to win it all, and maybe we need to rethink a little bit our analysis that have not glorified the Montreal play as they have now played. But let's take a first quick look of our picks yesterday. Naturally, we thought that Vegas is easy pick here. Simulations thought same way, but it wasn't. Total bet was correct. The game was 3-2 after overtime, so only 4 goals in regular time and win in that pick. Tommy, how do you take this Montreal's final?
It's a big surprise, but that's why I get my hat on, so I can take my hat off to this team, because they have surprised us. They have surprised many others. The simulations did have Vegas from the start, pretty much in every game versus the odds as well. Montreal showed that they're a lot better than we have thought, the simulations have thought, and many pundits have talked about. So Canadians grew into this series. They are truly now, of course, in the final. They're contenders. Can't get much further than that, except for winning the cup. So, like I said, hats off to Montreal. They've shown that they're a lot better than many believed, and can't really fault Vegas either. There was a couple of things that they could have done better, but it's a good team. Let's take this as a Montreal being a better team this time, instead of faulting Vegas for those shortcomings that were quite visible. They didn't score enough goals, maybe a little bit lacking in the pace of the game. In the end, they were frustrated because Montreal was playing so well and shutting off all the better players of Vegas. Mark Stone, nowhere to be seen. Pacioretty, barely any goals. So these sort of guys, they couldn't step up, and that's why Montreal won it. But all the respect to this team, the Canadians, excellent series, and let's see how interesting they can make the final.
Yeah, Montreal played very tight, 5 guys set up by every line. They had a team that was determined to defend very well and also didn't left foot off the gas at all throughout the playoffs. So I think since they were behind of Toronto 3-1 in the first round, since then they have been playing very, very well, and they have turned these tough games in overtime or in third period to them. So this is the result, and we just cannot do else than say that yeah, sometimes you are not correct in these great analyses.
Yeah, you can't win every time. And I'm sure that Montreal grew after coming back, winning Toronto, after no one giving them any chances. I think it was somewhere around 9% overall, the whole chance to win that series. And they came back from that. And then it was all sort of a nice run until now. And let's see if they can really put something against Tampa Bay in the Stanley Cup finals, or Islanders, who knows?
Yeah, let's play the game 7 first, and then we can analyze which team goes there. But now tonight is the night when the game is played. We have Tampa clear favorite in this game. They are playing at home. They are defending champion, and they have played very well. Showed that they are as good team as they were a year ago. However, Islanders have put tough show against Tampa, and game 7, let's say two teams that have won both 3 times in this series. It will be a tough and even game for sure, but Tampa is minus 159 odds favorite by the bookmakers, and based on simulation it still provides good value. And over 5 goals is another valuable bet here in totals. Both teams have provided that they can score. Tampa did last time at home 8 times. I don't think it will be 8-0 this time, but it can be quite easily something like 4-2, maybe 5-3 even, but especially if Tampa is leading at the beginning, Islanders need to change a bit their way of playing and open up a game a bit.
Yeah, it all comes down to one game now, and this is where Tampa Bay Lightning is at their best because of that. Their team is better than Islanders in all aspects. They haven't maybe shown all of their weapons yet. Now they have to. It is time. Now it's do or die, so you can't leave any stones unturned. Islanders have shown that they are capable of beating Lightning. It's not an easy game for sure, but the simulations have Tampa Bay winning 67.6%, and the odds were like you showed there, pretty nice value there. And over 5.0 goals is because if Tampa is to win this game, it's very likely that they score 2 to 3 goals, which means that Islanders do have to then open up their game in order to try and catch it. So if the game is, let's say, 2-0 at 5 minutes before the end, it will be open doors for the last couple of minutes, and it would most likely end up over 5 goals rather than staying under. But who knows, if Islanders take the early lead, it might be 0-1 sort of game as well. But this is the probabilities we have in the simulations. We have Tampa Bay scoring 3.5 goals, Islanders 2.4 goals. So it is going over 5 quite easily. But let's see what happens. This is game 7, so everything is in the air.
Yeah, this time of the year there's not too much to select out of these bets, so you need to bet whatever you can and whatever you have. So one game, and you know that tomorrow there's no game, so you need to have a rest day in any case. So now you need to bet all the values that you can find.
Yeah, these are good picks anyway. This is something that we take a stand on, Tampa Bay and over, and let's see if we have to take our hats off tomorrow again for Islanders.
Yeah, maybe we don't have a video tomorrow, but then when we have it next time, when the Stanley Cup Finals will start, then we'll review this game as well and preview the finals, which team will play against Montreal that has surprised all, but there's no more surprises because everything what they do we've seen already, and we can now adjust our analysis based on that one.
Yeah, and trust the simulations.
That's what we do. We'll be back when the finals start. Have a good midsummer for everyone.
See you.